Okay, friends, welcome to the Financial Literacy. It is brought to you by the Financial Literacy Foundation in partnership with Mana TV. Thank you very much for joining us today as we close off this month of Heritage. I welcome you all. Thank goodness, again, we're at lockdown level 1, which gives us a chance and an opportunity to even be out. We are recording from outside today, so enjoy and have your pen and paper ready for notes. First of all, friends, allow me to welcome and thank our spiritual parents, our senior pastor, Pastor Joylene, and our general overseer, Pastor Strike. They are the ones who created this platform, and I'm grateful that this is life, this is coming to you out of their grace, out of their benefit. Thank you very much. And to all our friends, Facebook friends, Mana TV partners, and Mana Tabernacle Church family, thank you and very much welcome. Today we want to talk yet of another topic which is very close to my heart, and I have titled this The 7 Money Skills of the Wealthy. The 7 money skills of the wealthy. Here we want to talk about building or creating wealth. Pastor Strike had been taking us through over the past few days about rebuilding the economy. Yes, one of the things or one of the economies that you need to rebuild, apart from the economy of South Africa, it's your economy, my friend. And your economy, it's also cornered or anchored by the level of your wealth creation or the strength of your money management. And we want to continue with that in the quest of building or creating successful financial plan. And today we talk about wealthy. How do the wealthy regard money, the attitudes and everything? And the very first money skill that I want to talk about today, it is that we call value. The wealthy, my friend, each one rand that they hold, it is of value and they regard it at a highest value. You will not be able to build wealth if you are not able to value what you are having at the moment. It is not about what you want to acquire there, but it is about what you have now and how you value it. So you need to value your 1 rand. You need to value each and every cent that you have in your pocket, each and every resource, each and every asset that you have at your disposal, in order to be able to continue building or creating wealth. Value each 1 rand as you have it. And money skill number 2 is control. It is very much closely related to the value, because you can only control what you value. So control says, make every cent that you have worth. You need to control each and every cent that you are having. So when what you value, you will be able to control. Learn to control each and every 1 rand that you have at your disposal. The wealthy are able to remain wealthy because they value their 1 rand and they control each and every 1 rand that they have. Do you have the systems that allows you or that enables you to be able to have good control of your wealth, to be able to have good control of your resources? If you don't, you have to start building such systems. And one of such systems, it's about budgeting, it's about having a proper financial management, a proper financial accounting. In other words, you need to be able to account each and every 1 rand that you are having. If you can do that, I can guarantee you, you are on your way, you are on your path to creating successful and sustainable wealth. Money skill number 3, it's save. The wealthy, my friends, are able to save. In fact, they save at least 10% of every 1 rand that they acquire. They are not saving 10% of what remains after spending. No, they save first before they spend. If you want to continue building wealth, if you haven't started, learn this principle. Learn this money skill. Money skill number 3, we say save at least 10% of your income. Not of your net worth, of your gross income. You need to save at least 10% of everything that you are earning. And money skill number 4, invest. Similar to saving. Have a system of investing your money. If you want to succeed, learn to develop a system of investing. Others will say, pay yourself first. You may be wondering, how do I pay myself first? Because I've just been paid by my employer. Let me reveal that to you. Paying yourself first simply means the first 10%, not of the saving. The first 10% we referred earlier on was saving. Now we are referring to investing. Remember, if you want to build wealth, you need to be able to learn to differentiate between saving and investing. This is not the same thing. You need to save 10%, yet you need to invest 10% also. So it is 20% of your money that you need to put away. Money skill number 4 says invest at least 10% of your money and learn to build a system of investing. If you don't know how, I will refer you back to one of our sessions that we did earlier back on some few months ago, where we spoke about investing. Because there is a number of things that you need to bear in mind when you consider investing. One of them, it's tax. The other thing, it's cost. The other thing, it's liquidity. If you can learn those things, you will be able to create a very successful investment scheme. Learn to invest 10% of your money. Money skill number 5, it's N, which says have an income stream outside your job. This is also, as I know, one of the passion that our dad, Pastor Strike, have, and he often talk about it, that you need to develop or create multiple streams of income. You know what? That is a money skill of the wealthy. To be wealthy, you cannot rely on one source of income. To rely on one source of income simply means you earn your income wherever you are earning it, and you are not investing it so that it can generate other sources of income. Those who are earning salaries in big corporates, in big executive positions, they earn their salaries and they invest their salaries to build other sources of income, such as maybe property, where they buy property which they will rent out. That rental income is another form of income. So learn to develop multiple streams of income. That's a money skill of the wealthy, and that is money skill number 5. And N, which says have an income stream outside your job, so that should there be anything happening with your current income, you will be able to fall. Someone taught me that you don't fall back. You can be able to fall forward to the other form of income. In that way, you will be able to develop, you will be able to grow further and further. That is money skill number 5. And money skill number 6, it says shield. What are we shielding? Protect yourself with legal entities as you build and create wealth. Don't do everything in your personal name. What do we mean? Learn to be able to register a company. Even if you're selling a archer, for instance, that is an alternative source of income. But learn to do such a trade as a registered entity, because there are different benefits that you get when you operate or when you trade as a company. Different and better benefits as opposed to when you trade as a sole prop or as a sole proprietor. Tax benefits, cost deduction benefits, and quite a number of other things. Even when you pay tax in a form of from the profits, business or companies pay tax on profits that have been generated, not necessarily on the turnover, whereas a sole proprietor will usually have to pay tax on the turnover that he makes. So learn to develop different legal entities that will be able to help you to shield your resources, to shield your capital, to shield your various source and ways of working. One of such entities could be family trusts. You need to know and understand how family trusts operate, because these are some of the greatest opportunities where you even are able to develop good estate planning techniques, where you will be able to minimize costs and expenses, taxes and so on the estate in the event of your death. Money skill number 6 says shield. So we are shielding our assets, we are shielding our sources of income through registering entities. Money skill number 7 of the 7 money skills of the wealthy. Money skill number 7 says share. What are we sharing? Share 10% of your income. Donate 10% of your income. This donating or sharing, we can call it in different ways. We can regard it as giving away. If you notice, you will find that the wealthy, many of them, they are philanthropists. In other words, they are giving. They have got charity organizations. They are not doing it for fun, friends. It's a money skill. If you want to create wealth, you need to give away. So we are saying give at least 10% of your money to an organization or to individuals without expecting anything in return. That's a money skill number 7. Friends, the wealthy understand the language of money. If you look at these 7 skills, you realize that you need to be able to learn different skills, but more and over and above that, you need to understand the language of money. It is written, by the way, in Proverbs 18 verse 21, that life and death is in the power of the tongue. So the wealthy, they speak a language. They speak a certain language. You need to develop your tongue. You need to learn this language. Knowledge begins with the words. So what words are you using when you speak about wealth, about life, about every other thing? Let me tell you the words of a poor man. Poor man says, I will never be rich. A poor man says, I'm not interested in money. Meanwhile, he do want money. I'm not interested in money. The poor man says, the government should take care of people. The poor man says, I don't have money. I will never afford that. That is the language of the poor. That is the tongue of the poor speaking. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So the poor will remain poor because they speak such language. Let me tell you the language of the middleman. The middleman says, I've got a high-paying job and my job is secure. You can see over the past 6 months, will you still say that your job is secure? When you look at the effects of COVID-19, will you still say your job is secure? The middleman says, my job is secure. The middleman says, my home is my biggest investment. Friends, your home is not an investment, because investments were referring to things that you can get rid of and you still remain going. Will you get rid of your house? Where will you be living? So your home is not an investment because it is not a disposable asset. The middleman says, I have a good buying power, referring to a binding power. So a middleman refer his ability to the buying power of retail stores. I will apply for an increase in my buying power, referring to the retail stores. That's a middleman mentality. Don't fall on that. Listen to the words of a rich man. The rich man says, I am looking for a good employees to work for me. That's a rich man. The rich man don't prepare a CV for a job, but the rich man prepares a business plan. A rich man is looking for a cash flowing 100-unit apartment to invest in. That's a rich man. He keeps on developing multiple streams of income. That's why he remains rich. A rich man says, my strategy in exiting in my business is to have it listed at the JSE. That's a mentality of a rich man. You need to develop. I'm not saying we will all be businessmen, but developing multiple streams of income does not necessarily mean that you have to quit your job. No, it simply means that you have to develop an alternative source. The rich men understand these things. Questions I will want to ask you today is, what words are you using in your house? When you are with your family, when you are with your children and your spouse, what words are you using when you are speaking? Are you cursing or are you blessing your income? Are you cursing or are you blessing your resources? Are you cursing or are you blessing your opportunities? What is your attitude towards money? And what is your attitude towards wealthy people? Because if you have a negative attitude towards wealthy people, I can guarantee you today, you will never be wealthy. You need to have a positive attitude towards the wealthy. You must not always be thinking that that one is wealthy because he stole. No. Because the next thing is that you are going to settle and relax and say, I'm not going to be wealthy because I don't want to steal. It is not every wealthy person who stole. In any case, most of the people who steal, they never become wealthy because their wealth arrests them. What attitude are you having? And as I close, I want to close by giving you a good advice, a good and wise counsel. Learn the money skills of the wealthy. Go and look at those 7 money skills of the wealthy. Mend your language. Don't curse your finances. Don't keep saying that you are the only one who's doing 1, 2, 3 in the house. Meanwhile, your spouse is also doing 1, 2, 3. You may be doing more than your spouse, but to say that you are the only one doing 1, 2, 3, you are the only one generating income, you are the only one who is saving and on, you are cursing your resources. Mend your attitude towards the wealthy. What you dislike, you will not be able to achieve by yourself or at your rate. So learn to have a positive attitude towards wealth, a positive attitude towards money. And if you can do that, I can guarantee you. Go back and look at all the different sessions that we have done. We are on our 20th recording, by the way, which means we've got 19 other sessions that we did, which are aimed at educating you, which are aimed at upskilling you in order to be able to develop. Remember, you are given according to your ability. Every man is given according to his or her ability. What is your ability when it comes to managing resources? What is your ability when it comes to managing the little that you are having? If you can manage that little, I can guarantee you more is on its way. Money is attracted by someone who takes care of it. Learn to take care of it. Learn to have a positive attitude, good language. Clean up your tongue and stop talking negative about money, especially in the presence of your children, because you are raising them to have the same attitude. And with those little words, my friends, I want to thank you. I want to encourage you. Get good advice. Don't go stand up and do things on your own, things that you don't understand. Remember, you won't know everything. I don't know everything. I go and ask for people who know something that I don't know to help me. If you try it on your own and you know that you are not good in this, you are going to waste resources. you are going to fail, and you will think that these things don't work. No, it may be the strategy that you are using which did not work. So you need to restart. You need to reset and go and do it again until you succeed. Thank you very much, friends. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best in wealth creation, and may God increase you. May He protect your wealth as you do your part. He gives you a task, you do your part. He does His part as God in heaven, but we have to do our part as His children here on earth. In Jesus' name, thank you very much. God bless you.